Broadcasting from our studios in the Pine St. Michael, this is CBC News Night, starting now.
This segment of Weekend News Night, brought to you by Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
Very good evening to you with the Sunday, May 26th edition of CBC News Night. I'm Ryan Broom, and our top story. Hundreds of Barbados Labour Party supporters, cabinet ministers and parliamentary representatives worshipped at various churches across the island this morning. It was all part of activities to celebrate the party's first year in office and the historic 13-0 victory in the last general elections. Now, our Rianne Phillips visited some of those churches and filed this report.
Prime Minister Mia Amor-Motley led by example, spending her morning in church. She worshipped at Shalem Evangelical in Bush Hall, which is located in her St. Michael Northeast constituency. She thanked constituents at the service for their support and reminded them to stay the course.
No journey is achieved overnight unless it is a short one, and this is not a short journey because what we're trying to recover is a whole decade that has been lost, a whole 10 years, and therefore we have to recover that 10 and we have to jump and transform from that 10. And all I ask for you to do is let us continue to walk the walk, not just talk the talk, but to walk the walk. And as we walk the walk, to be conscious enough that there may be some through no fault of their own who may falter, and that we stop and we carry them with us, because we will go as far as the least among us shall travel.
And Pastor Carl Barker advised the Prime Minister to do her best and to leave a lasting legacy.
When that time comes, I believe that when that time comes, that you will be able to look back over your service and say, I have fought a good fight. I have kept the faith. I have finished my work.
Other BLP representatives and cabinet members also attended churches across the island. Among them, Information and Broadcasting Minister Senator Lucille Moore and Christchurch South MP Ralph Thorne. They worship at St. Christopher Church of the Nazarene. Ms. Moore, in her message, advised adults in the congregation to set positive examples for the youth.
Oftentimes we talk to the youth and we talk at them and not necessarily with them. And I'm imploring everyone today that when you conduct yourselves and your lives and the decisions you make and the things that you say and how you look at life, remember there are younger people who are looking on at you, and your example is what they use in how they then go about their own lives.
The next event for the anniversary celebrations is a public meeting on the 2nd of June. Rianne Phillips, CBC News.
Thanks, Rianne. Well, it will soon be easier for researchers and Barbadians alike to access historical data about the Crop Over Festival. That's because an information center has been launched by the Ministry of Information through the Government Information Service. Now, speaking at the launch of Digicel First Citizens Big Show tent, Senator Lucille Moore said it will aid in the preservation of elements of crop over for present and future generations.
The Department of the Government Information Service, which falls under my ministry, created a project that intends to establish physically and virtually an information center which will enhance an archival data unit. And amongst the content of this unit will be audio-visual resources about the evolution of crop over, the tent system, and other aspects of the festival.
In other news, there are concerns tonight from some residents of a seaside Christchurch community about what they view as a desecration of the historic South Point Lighthouse. It involves the erection of transmitting equipment on the lighthouse by a telecommunications company. Now, some of the residents were so upset about the situation that they brought it to the attention of Member of Parliament for the constituency, Ralph Thorne, and Minister for Maritime Affairs and the Blue Economy, Kirk Humphrey. Now, the issue has also gained some traction on social media. Both Minister Humphrey and MP Thorne visited the area with residents, and David Allen, a resident of the community since 1963, talked about how significant the lighthouse has been throughout his lifetime.
It is really an unbelievable structure that has been here for hundreds of years, I believe. And you know, way back when I was a youngster and I used to go fishing, I depended upon that lighthouse to find my way home. Right. And to me, it has been defaced now, and something needs to be done about it.
However, there is optimism that the matter can be peacefully resolved for concerned residents. Mr. Thorne says, having had some initial discussions with Minister Humphrey, there is hope for resolution of the matter with the company involved.
I don't want to compromise the discussions that we're going to have next week. There has been a relationship between Port Authority and the telecommunications company, and I can say that the telecommunications company, they're willing to meet next week, and we're all willing to resolve this.
Well, police officers in the Northern Division are still conducting investigations into the stabbing death of 58-year-old Clifford Maynard of Orange Hill, St. James. However, a suspect is currently in custody assisting with those investigations. Maynard died following a stabbing incident about 1:08 a.m. on Tuesday, May 21st at his Orange Hill home. Now, anyone who may have information related to this incident is asked to contact Old Town Police Station at 419-1700 or 17010, Police Emergency Number 211, Crime Stoppers at 1-800-8477 or 1-800-847 or TIPS, or any police station. Now, globally, technology is playing a big role in education. And now, with the help of a professor and students from the University of Indianapolis, some local teachers are ensuring they're not left out of the loop. It all took shape at a workshop called There's an App for That at the Erdeston Teachers Training College. We get more in this report.
Dozens of educators took part in the There's an App for That workshop. Associate Professor of Multicultural Education at the University of Indianapolis, Terry Harewood, is the workshop's facilitator. He says it was designed to show how technology can be integrated in the classrooms to engage students more.
I think it definitely is a way of really supporting students and helping them to become very engaged. I remember myself as a student, and just being lectured to was a little challenging for me. So the more you can use technology to really stimulate the student learning, it actually helps them to learn better, and it also makes the teacher's job easier. Plus, that's what's happening in many other countries in the world. The earlier students can have exposure to this technology, the more competitive they would be in the marketplace.
Presenters were drawn from a group of University of Indianapolis students. Professor Harewood says the workshop originally catered for 50 people, but participant response was overwhelming. One of those participants, Yukisha Watkins, explained why she got involved.
Technology is just improving very swiftly, so what I'm learning here, hopefully I can implement in the classroom to get the students more engaged and just have a fun, interactive classroom.
And another, Hazel Roberts, fully supports technology use in classrooms as a teaching aid. She says it makes lessons more relatable. Efforts are underway to have a repeat of the workshop in the future. Lorna Jones, CBC News.
Thanks, Lorna. Well, the Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training has advised that the Elliott Belgrave Primary School at Gay St. Peter will remain closed tomorrow, Monday, May 27th, to complete industrial cleaning at the school. It is now expected to reopen on Tuesday, May 28th. Now, this follows the closure of the school on Friday for similar reasons. The ministry says any inconvenience caused is regretted. Over in Trinidad and Tobago, there's a new political party on the rise, and it's hoping to make an impact in the 2020 general elections. The Patriotic Front is being led by attorney Michaela Pandey, the daughter of former Prime Minister Basleo Pandey.
It's official, attorney-at-law Michaela Pandey is the head of the Patriotic Front. From 2007 to 2010, Ms. Pandey entered this country's parliament as the Member of Parliament for the constituency Orapooch West. Now she's planning for the return.
It is our aim to forge an organization that will unite our peoples of diverse racial, ethnic, religious, and class identities into a force designed to commit our combined energies to forging the much-desired dream of building a society in which we can all live and prosper in peace, harmony, and happiness.
With a focus on equality, reform, and the youth, Ms. Pandey says with general elections 1 year and 4 months away, by her calculation, her party is about putting the public's needs first.
I genuinely think that now is the time for people to put country first. It's not about the PNM or UNC, it's about the country, it's about people. Like, now is the time to unite, as opposed to, I'm not concentrating on the PNM or UNC, I'm concentrating on the people.
And she's got the full support from her father, the former political leader of the United National Congress, former Prime Minister Basdeo Panday.